Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Far From Pro podcast. I am your host, Evan Walsh, and
back.
with me is my co-host, Joseph Meyer, and the Miami Heat have won the 2022 NBA Finals. And that is the official start of the podcast. For those who follow the Instagram and saw my story this morning, Jimmy Butler. This guy has been getting hated on since the beginning of time. And yet he still finds a way to succeed over and over. And yet the media, people like you, Joseph, still find a way to slander the man.
Hey, okay.
They still find a way to say things like he's not first team All-NBA. They say things like he's not capable to host a championship team.
Here we go.
So hold on. Let me just get this straight. You're telling me that if you drop 48, 8, 9 in a Game 6 Eastern Conference Finals with no one, he's got no one. He has no one. They don't play for him. They don't care about him. They don't want to be with him. And yet, he still succeeds. And there's people like you, Joseph, and you know it's you. You know it's you. You know you sit over there with that smirk and that smile, and you have been right on back of this Heat slander since the beginning. And you have to admit,
to be fair here.
You've been proven wrong.
It's Heat slander, not Jimmy Butler slander, okay? I love Jimmy Butler. I just didn't think the team was good enough to get to this point. And I will still be taking the Celtics next game. We can get into that later.
God.
But you're right. I mean, Jimmy Jordan. Have you seen the conspiracy that he's Michael Jordan's long-lost son?
Oh, that's literally exactly what we were talking about last night. And after last night, it's not. Every year he plays,
it's got to be true.
The conspiracy theory gets more and more true. I mean, if he shaved his beard and cut off his hair, he'd look exactly like Michael Jordan.
It was incredible. I mean, that's legacy stuff right there. Now, I think you're shorting the team, okay? Big booty Kyle Lowry had 18 and 10.
Yeah, he
did.
That he did.
The rest of the guys, Max Strus showed up at least.
Mm-hmm.
So,
we
can get in more of that later.
I had to start off the show with that.
But I think.
Yeah, I had to stay that.
You got it in my heart because
you've
been riding this wave. And if it works out for you, I mean, your ESPN's gonna be knocking on your door. Fox Sports is gonna be knocking on your door. So.
Yeah, until they go back to some of the other takes I've had this year, and they just so. Let's just get right into hot or not, Joseph. Well, not right into it, but let's just move into it here. I'm gonna have you start us off. But I want you to start us off with a hot here.
Yeah. So hot this week, 12-year-old TikTok boys in our TikTok comments section. Every time I look at our TikTok comment section and I click on the profiles of some of the people that are coming at me in there, I click on the profile. They're all 12-year-old boys.
Yeah, every one of them.
Maybe that's our market.
Every one of them. Every one of them.
But it's the Mavs boys. It's the Suns hater boys. Probably a bunch of Lakers fans. It's great though. I mean, thanks for boosting the comment, boys. Thanks for boosting the content. It's really been helping out. And it's always some good banter to go back and forth with some people in the comment section.
I texted you this. I love our comments. I love every part of it. I sometimes have to hop in there and say my 2 cents, but they really, I love the comments. They keep the action going. They keep the For You page rolling. And the thing is, they go on there and they comment and they think that like by commenting they're making our page worse. No, you're just boosting the traffic, buddy.
I love it.
So you just keep hitting those comments.
Yes, sir.
That's a great hot. I actually don't have any hots this week.
Okay.
I don't know if any of you have saw if you've been living under a rock, we had some very terrible news come out of Texas this week. We're not going to dive into it too much. It's a pretty brutal thing, but I just for that alone, I don't want to hop this week. I couldn't find one not basketball related, to be honest, because of the shooting in Texas. We're just gonna use that as our moment of silence, our prayer. Pretty messed up. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into it. It's pretty messed up. But I'm gonna go right into a knot here. I'm gonna say my knot because this is a knot that I really want to say. And Joseph, I know you said no basketball related stuff, but I have to say this. It's Bam. I said it earlier. He is the most. Oh God, I'm gonna get screwed for saying this. He has the most potential, but the lowest ceiling. And it's like he's right there, dude.
Isn't that an oxymoron?
It is. But he literally, like, that's what it feels like. He will have one game a series where he decides, I'm going to play basketball. I'm going to try. I'm going to go play Bam Adebayo basketball level. Every single one game a series, he does it. Of course. Only one game, like game one. The rest of the series, he hides away. He doesn't score. He barely rebounds. He's barely a defensive presence. I want you to imagine if Bam Adebayo was his average 25 and 10, not average, his good nights 25 and 10 with Jimmy.
Then I could get on board with the Miami Heat pick.
But he doesn't play at the level. He doesn't do it, Joseph. He does not play at a high level. He stands away, and he can only do it for one game. And if he could be all seven, oh my God, the Miami Heat would shit on everyone. They would shit on everyone.
I agree. I've got a knot for you. And this goes out to, I love me some middle-aged moms, but that's middle-aged moms are this week's knot.
Middle-aged mothers.
I don't know if you've ever, when you work in fast food, right? Mm-hmm. We're not going to go Karen level because, that it's a stereotype, right? Whatever. Middle-aged moms just, for some reason, just love to just attack teenage kids working in fast food. Last night, a woman called me. She said she left her credit card at the store at 10:30 in the morning. And I said, ma'am, I wasn't here. I don't know who was here. I'll ask around. And she said, I expect a call back with my card. It's concerning that you guys lost my card. And I said, ma'am, I did not lose your card. That would be you.
Oh, you said this to her.
Well, I said it in the nicest Chick-fil-A way possible.
Right.
But it's like, ma'am, if you left your card in the register, that's on you, Chief. Yeah. That's not on me. I wasn't even here. Don't scream at me on the phone.
She's like yelling at you?
It was like a
firm tone.
It was like you got in trouble at the principal's office. Yeah. Like I was some little kid and she's like, sir, I expect you a call back from you. I'm like, ma'am, no.
Yeah.
If I find your card, I'll give you a call. It's not here. Oh my! We did give her a call back though.
I gotta ask, what is the most absurd thing something like that has happened while you've worked at Chick-fil-A? Like where someone has just been like completely out, like it's been like wow.
So we don't have mashed potatoes, right?
Okay, like at all.
Lady came in. No, we don't have mashed potatoes at the store. Okay. She screamed at us because we gave her mashed potatoes instead of mac and cheese, and she wanted a full refund on her order. And we went, ma'am, we do not have mashed potatoes here. That would be KFC. That would be KFC across the street. You can go take your complaints to them. We do not have mashed potatoes. Unfortunately, I can't give you a refund on something, we don't have. But we love middle-aged moms. So some
lady tried bringing in KFC potatoes and tried getting...
No, she just came back later and said that we messed up her order and gave her mashed potatoes instead. It's like, we have no mashed potatoes in the store.
And the only potatoes are legitimately yelling at you
guys. Those waffle fries. That would probably be the most absurd thing.
That's so bizarre, dude. That is, fast food.
Dude, I've got stories for days from that job. 4 years in fast food, dude. Anyone who works in fast food will tell you. I mean, it's daily. It's daily great stories.
I don't know how you do it, dude. I don't know how you do it. I don't
either. I don't know either.
All right, let's just move right into it. Let's talk. I think we all know we're talking a little NBA. Let's just get the NBA talk out of the way. Warriors are going to the finals. We all knew that was going to happen. No fun. Mavs gave us a little hope, but I do respect the Mavs. They didn't give up. They didn't stop trying.
Nope. They won a game. You said they were going to win a game.
They did do it. They beat it. They won one in Dallas. Had to in front of a home crowd. I was watching. Do you watch Pardon My Take, the sports podcast here and there?
I didn't see this week's episode. If it was
they had Tracy McGrady on, and they were talking about.
I did see this.
And Tracy McGrady was talking about how teams in the NBA, they think that they'll talk in the playoffs, and they'll be like, all right, it's like if they're up 3-0, they'll be like, all right, we're gonna lose Game 4. So that their ass has to fly to San Francisco. We can beat their ass in front of our home crowd, and then they have to send their ass home on a long flight. Teams will do that. They're like, all right, we're gonna give them this win, give them some hope, and then let's go bust their ass at home, make them fly on a long flight home just to ruin their spirits. Teams do that, and I think the Warriors planned on it.
They probably did. They probably did. They might have done that. I think they did that with the Grizzlies too. No, in the first series. Because it was Game 5, and they let them destroy them, and then they whooped them at home. That was
disrespectful, great. Dude. I respect it, but it's so disrespectful.
Do you think that, and this came up in one of the TikToks I made this week, do you think that Kevin Durant was the best player on the Warriors championship teams? Not the most impactful, not the nicest guy, not the, centerpiece of the organization, but do you think he was the best basketball player on the court for those teams?
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Well, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? Didn't he win he won the Finals MVP when they won?
Apparently not, because a lot of people got mad at me for saying KD was the best player and that they said Steph was. So, Steph has done wonders for the league. He's done wonders for the game. But you can't look at KD and say he's not the best player on the court.
Yeah, that I don't. Oh, fuck.
He might not be a winner.
But
there's a lot of guys who aren't winners that are great players.
I don't like that take. That's more of a take that I think Curry has just been at Golden State for so long, and it's so hard to imagine to hate on a guy who's been. But again, it's not even close. Isn't KD way better? You look at Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, during that time when they were in Golden State, it's Kevin fucking Durant in his prime. You said, Steph Curry does his thing, he gets his buckets, he does what he does, but this is Kevin Durant we're talking about. This isn't some nobody we picked off the street. This isn't some average all-star. This is the best player in the world, debatably. So yes, of course he was the best player on the Golden State team.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that the Warriors getting back to the finals hurts his legacy necessarily. It just makes him feel like an idiot. Mm-hmm. I hope it does, because dude, think about if Kevin Durant was on this team.
Mm-hmm. It'd be domination. It'd be pure domination, especially now. Oh my God.
You could say they wouldn't have Wiggins or whatever because they sign and trade stuff. But he's got to feel like an idiot sitting at home in Brooklyn where he was going to go off and prove that he could do it without him, and they proved it that they can do it without him. It's a bad look for him, look for the dude.
Well,
but the Warriors, man.
Yeah, not really talked about enough. What he's going through, he has to deal with. Teammates, coaching, everything wise. But
yeah.
I another thing I don't like is this narrative. I understand KD did leave and people are saying it's because he wanted to win a championship without the Warriors. He wanted to go prove everyone wrong. Completely get it. But at the same time, we gotta understand basketball's a team game. Turning into a super team game, unfortunately. And it's just how are you gonna blame Kevin Durant for the fact that he had Kyrie Irving and James Harden and his two superstar teammates that were supposed to help him out, and they didn't do shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They didn't do anything for him. Let's be real. Let's be honest here. Kyrie didn't even play in home games. James Harden was 175 pounds overweight and didn't even care to be there. The dude, they literally they just gave up on him. And then he's there getting buckets consistently. And look at his other teammates. His next best player is Nick Claxton and Goran Dragic. You got no chance, bro.
I'll be excited to see if I know you think the Heat are going to smoke the Celtics next game. I'll be excited to see if the Celtics get to the finals to compare how the Nets played, how Durant played versus how Curry played, because that'll say a lot. Because I don't think the Warriors have played a defense like the Celtics or even like Miami. So, I mean, we can't really predict what's going to happen yet because the Boston-Miami series makes absolutely no sense to me. Mm-hmm. But I think either way, the Warriors are going to play the toughest defense they've played. I'm excited to see how their offense is going to fare because, again, they've done some cool things, but they've played the Nuggets without their best players. Young team in the Grizzlies, young team in the Mavs that has basically one player. We'll see. You have anything else to say on the Heat, or we just leave it at that?
Yeah, I mean, we can really leave the basketball talk at that. I want to wait until after this Game 7 here to really have my final opinion. We'll have a lot of talk on the finals because that doesn't start till next Thursday.
Nice break for them. They need a break.
I love that they get a good few day break, but they don't just hop right into it. They give them a good few day break before they start the whole finals. It's a big series. It's the series, so it's dope. It's very dope, and it's going to be a good finals. I think whether it's the Heat or the Boston in the finals, I think you're getting a win-win matchup here, and I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yep.
So
definitely.
I
just want good games. That's all I want.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally it. It's going to be a good series. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great series. I think they're going to fight to the end, and I think it's going to be a good battle. And that's what I want. I don't want some blowout finals, so I'm hyped. So I want to ask you a few NBA draft questions from you. So I know we talked a bunch of NBA
draft expert, right?
Well, I know, but we talked a lot at some NBA draft next week. And this is a question that you got to give me your honest answer here. Do you believe that European players, them having success in European leagues and coming over to the NBA, such as Luka, for example, he was the EuroLeague champ, EuroLeague MVP at 18 years old, and yet there was still speculation that he would come to the league and struggle. Still, even doing that at 18 years old, playing in the second highest league in the world and being a champ and an MVP at 18, they still didn't believe he was going to dominate. Do you think that European basketball doesn't get the credit it deserves, and we should start putting more respect on these European players who are coming from across and dominating in their respected leagues they're in? Josh Giddey from last year.
Yeah.
He was also talked about that he would not live up to the hype. He wouldn't be good coming from Australia, playing against those guys. Clearly proven wrong. Almost a double-double type player. So, do you think that European players don't get the respect they deserve? And do you think in the next 10, 15 years, we'll be seeing a lot more European across-country type players in the league? Jokic is another player, for example.
Yeah. I think definitely, dude. I mean, if you look at the level of European play compared to some of the lower level NCAA teams, I mean, they're clearly comparable. Especially as the talent's kind of spreading out. We've got the G League Ignite and NCAA with the one and done and guys coming back and guys not coming back. I don't think you can look and say NCAA is way better and way more like the NBA than the EuroLeague, where they're getting professional experience in a high-level environment, maybe not with the same level of potential guys, of NBA guys, but in the moment, I mean, look at it. And plus, man, I mean, our boy Tyler Peterson, EuroLeague champ.
Exactly. Oh, Let's go. Exactly. Congrats to him, by the way. Huge champion. That's something he's going to be telling his kids for life. That's going to be a picture he's going to be able to show everybody, and that's going to be something he's going to remember forever. That's a dope memory. I love every second of it. I completely agree with what you said. Another prime example of that would be LaMelo Ball. He was told to go to college when he turned 18. He was committed to UCLA, but instead, no. He went and played pro ball from when he was 16 to 19 years old, and he became the rookie of the year at 20 years old. So it's like he's another great example. Like an American kid. He literally was an American kid, switched over to go across seas to play for a year or two, and then went to the NBA and had complete success. So, like, that's why these questions are starting to arise. It's like, well, if he can do it, why don't more people just say screw college and just go play, make money, and go play against professional basketball players? And
I can guarantee you the NCAA doesn't want it to be that way.
No, not at all. They're gonna, but that may be the future.
EuroLeague sucks.
That may be the future, Joseph. Yep. And did you see? You know, Jordan McCabe is right. You ever heard of him? He played at West Virginia for basketball. Now he's at UNLV. You've probably seen his mixtapes all over ball his life. He's this little 5'11" white point guard who he's got unbelievable handles. He's a D1 basketball player. Anyway, he was talking about how he was like a top 100 player in high school. He was talking about how he had offers to go play pro ball in Australia after high school instead of college. And he was saying that his mom wouldn't let him go, but he said that if he would have went and played pro ball in Australia instead of going to West Virginia and UNLV, he even said his progress and him as a player would have been way higher. Because he's like in his third year, he thinks he'd be way higher than where he is now, and he regrets not doing it. So that's another good example. I don't know. To me, it's just something we got to think about. It's something the league could be moving into in the future. I don't know.
It's a global brand.
Yeah.
I got one more shout out. Shout out to the Colorado Avalanche. Going to the Western Conference Finals.
That fucking goal. That goal.
Which one?
The last second goal last night with 3 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, it was so nice. I was stressing. I
literally don't even care about hockey, but I'm sitting on the patio and the game's going on, and we're all just talking, and all of a sudden when he hit that, that was a schniz, by the way, an absolute snipe.
Top tilly on him.
And that bench went nuts, bro.
Did you see the one in Game 5? The McKinnon one in Game 5?
No, I did not.
You gotta watch it.
I gotta rewatch
skates
it.
down the entire ice, dekes like 6 guys, front hand, backhand, front hand, puts it in the net. They lost the game.
Are the Avalanche next up? Are they gonna be? Are they looking like the Stanley Cup champions, Joseph?
I hope so. The Lightning scare me.
I have a good source in the hockey world that has told me that the Lightning are looking really good.
Yeah, they are right now. They're the Warriors of they're the KD Warriors of the NHL. And we got McDavid versus McKinnon, 2 of the biggest stars in the league. So it's good for the league.
That's sweet. That's sweetness right there.
It's good.
I'm a McDavid guy just because I know the name. Yeah.
See, exactly. It'll make people who don't necessarily watch. They see McDavid, McKinnon, Lightning. They won the last couple cups.
Know exactly who he is.
Big for the league. Should we top into the top 3?
Let's hop into the top 3. I hope you like this top 3, Joseph. Top 3 movie theater candies.
I might have some controversial takes here.
So the reason I did this because I was at the movie. Have you seen Top Gun by chance? Came out yesterday.
I have not seen it. I think I'm going to see it sometime this week.
I just watched the
old one.
I really want to see it, so that's why I brought it up. I was thinking, I literally was just sitting there. I'm like, what would if I'm going into because. Well, let me ask you this, Joseph, before we get into this. Are you a stop at a gas station that's right next to the movie theater right beforehand type of guy, or are you a buy the candy in the theater?
Yep. In my opinion, the only thing you can buy at a movie theater is popcorn and icy. Everything else, it's got to be at the gas station.
Well, even the popcorn is a little pretty unbelievable.
I personally don't buy popcorn because you're paying $12 for corn, but
I'm not a popcorn guy either. I'm not. I think it's good flavor, but I'm not a popcorn guy. I love the things I'll do to an icy though. Oh.
So are we doing top 3 here? Drinks and snacks, or just snacks?
I just did snacks. You can technically I don't know if I'd consider icy a snack. I think
you can just say icy undefeated movie theater drink.
Because that would be my one. If I had, I think it would be both of our BR1s. I didn't put it on my list because it wasn't really a snack to me. It's sort of like a staple when you're at the movie theaters. You get the icy, you get whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm definitely a get the candy beforehand type of guy. I feel like you are a criminal if you're paying $6 for like a Milky Way bar. I think you need to hit the movie theater. Do you feel like kind of nervous, sweat running down your face when you're walking in there with 3 bags of candy down your nutsack?
See, in the past, yes. But now I feel like dude, at the one in White Bear, they don't even check. No. Like you don't have to show a ticket. You just walk straight in, and I'm strapped. I'm loaded.
That White Bear Township seriously needs to do something about their whole they say you order tickets online, you can just walk in there. Yeah. Let's be real.
Plus, they got the gas station right next to it, so it's on the way.
That gas station makes so much money off their snacks. Like
so clutch.
But
clutch.
I'm telling you, the fact of the matter is that they do that where you can just walk in.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot of money. They have lost a lot of money. So I just want to tell them that. I hope someone's listening. It's been bad. I'm a culprit myself. I've walked in there and probably watched unlimited amount of free movies. So I appreciate you, Imagine White Bear. So let's just hop right into it here. I want to start us off. Because I felt very strongly about this list.
Go ahead.
Number 3, I'm going Milk Duds. Also, I don't eat Milk Duds outside of the movie theater. I've never in my life.
There would be no reason to.
Well, I think I have once or twice, maybe when I'm at like work or something, I'll get them. But I really don't buy Milk Duds outside of a movie. I would never go to a candy, like out of all the candy, I would never get a pack of Milk Duds. But when you're in a movie theater and you got a very long movie to sit through, the most ideal snack would be something you can chew on. It's something that doesn't just dissolve right away. Something that it kind of distracts you while you're also watching a movie. I think Milk Duds are absolutely perfect at a movie theater. It's kind of like when you eat a Snickers bar on a golf course. For something about it, Joseph, I don't know if you have or have not, when you eat a Snickers bar on a golf course, it just tastes 13 times better for no reason. So that's my take on that. But talk to me here, Joseph. Let me ask you. Is it criminal for me to say that they should get rid of all driving ranges at golf courses and just put condos there? John Daly said this, and I think it's genius. There would not be one broke or golf course that would go out of business if they completely demolished all their driving ranges and put condos there and charge $2,000 a month rent, which is the national average right now, by the way. In each of those condos, it's $2,000 a month. That's the national average right now for rent, just in case anyone wants to go live on their own. And you can, for $2,000, each put a condo in there. Your golf course would never go broke. It would never go broke. You don't need a driving range, dude. Driving range, you don't get better.
Sounds like you need to get into realty.
Joseph, my father's a realtor. We're all over it here in the Walsh household, the realty family. Don't you worry.
You got a number 2 snack for us?
Number 2, I'm going Mike and Ike's. Again, exact same situation. I would never get Mike and Ike's out of the movie theater, but
I disagree with you there, but
had to be done. Chewy at a gas. Great to have. No, number 1, I'm gonna get demolished for because you can't technically get these station. You can at some, but they're not at all. Cookie dough bites. I get them at the movie theater. That's why I'm gonna get demolished for it. They're very expensive. But, and God, they're so bad for you. Oh my God. Like, they're literally little cookie dough balls wrapped around in chocolate. It's god awful. You're waking up screaming for your life at 4 a.m. with your stomach. And let me tell you something. The second you hit that toilet, you're 2 hours minimum. You're looking at a 2-hour minimum session there. It's bad. But
I
God,
can't say I've
Joseph,
had those at a movie theater.
You've had them?
I can't say I've had those. I haven't had them at a movie theater. No.
You had them outside a movie theater though?
Not the chocolate covered ones.
What are you eating, Joseph? Though cookie dough,
like they're little cookie dough things. I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know.
I don't think you do, because if they don't have chocolate over them, that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay. Are they like doughy and?
Yeah, these things.
Oh no, I have never had those.
Dude, look at those fucking things.
I didn't know there was like a brand.
Look at that, dude. Covered in chocolate. They have those at the movie theater.
Spotify, Apple Podcast listeners, check out the beauty that he's got on screen.
Yeah, that's the type. That's what I get. That's number 1. I'm Joseph. Next time you're in a movie theater, they have them at the White Bear one. I always get them. Get those. They're unbelievable. All right. Let's move into your list though.
I'm going to go, I have a similar list to you. I'm going to go Skittles at number 3. You got to taste the rainbow, especially when you're watching Tom Cruise.
What?
What?
You eat Skittles? You are a criminal. If are you the guy then that opens the bag, shakes it up every 5 minutes, dumps it in their hand so we can hear it all drop into their hand?
No,
and then
you got to do that with Mike and Ike's too, and Milk Duds?
No,
what?
But that is so different. A bag of Skittles is like...
Not a bag. No, like, it's the same size box as a Mike and Ike's.
The box or the bag?
The box, because you slide the boxes right in the holsters.
Okay.
It's
All right.
like your double.
Maybe the box isn't that bad, but if you get like a bag of Skittles, that's loud. You're just like
I'm not
crumpling
getting
your
a bag
hand.
of Skittles for a 2-hour movie. I don't need that much sugar.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
also gonna go Mike and Ike's at 2. I agree with you there. Big Mike and Ike's guy.
I love Mike and Ike's.
Also, rest in peace. Do you remember the Mike and Ike store at the Mall of America? Did you ever go there? They had the
Oh
Mike
my
and Ike's
God,
wall.
I did when I was younger. Whatever happened to that place?
They don't have it anymore.
Whatever happened?
That
I
was
remember
the highlight of my.
Oh my God, dude! I forgot about that thing. That's been a while.
And they had the hot
since I've been
tamales
there.
like puller.
That's been a long time since I've
Yeah.
been there, dude. Clip that,
And number
dude.
one.
Clip that and post that on TikTok. I forgot of that was a good place, Joseph. It was a good place. It was a good spot.
I don't know. The profit margins have got to suck from taking that away.
Oh, they must have lost a lot of money.
And number one, and this I got to know how you say this. Is it Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces?
Isn't it? It's like
Or any combination
well,
of
what
the
are we
three.
talking about? Like the little Reese's Pieces, like the M&M type
Yes.
Reese's?
Yes.
Yeah, Reese's Pieces. That's what I say.
But
I
some people say
Reese's.
Reese's, like Reese's Pieces.
Reese's? Who's Reese?
I don't ask me.
That's
some people
not-
say
that's
Reese's.
not how that-
It's
that's like-
Reese's.
All right, is it
It's like
caramel or
Reese's.
caramel?
Wait,
Caramel,
say it again?
caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
Okay.
Caramel.
Okay. All
But
right,
like caramel's
whatever.
got a little bit of a
Whatever.
little bit of a spice to it. So if
So
you're
you
feeling
don't
fancy,
You don't say how it's pronounced or how it's spelled, but we'll just.
I mean, we could have a whole episode on how things are pronounced. But my number one is Reese's Pieces, little peanut butter, a little crunch. You know,
That's actually
I'm-
a good pick. That's not
I'm a
bad
big
pick
Mike
at
and
all.
Ike's. I go to the gas station, load up Reese's Pieces and a Mike and Ike's, and go back and forth. That's my move.
All right,
That's
to end
my
the
move.
show, I'm going to ask you two questions.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one question. I'm going to ask you a different question. Give me an honorable mention. I have a good honorable mention, I think. I was thinking about this. Starburst. So,
Okay, yep.
so again, it's so contradicting my people. I'm not talking about like the long pack. You got to get the unwrapped. You know the unwrapped? Get the unwrapped ones. Fave red. Get the pink and red. That's my favorite. Get your favorite color. Whatever. I'm a fave red unwrapped guy. Really fucking
Can't have
good.
the wrapped because you're doing too much with
It's
your
too
hands
much
while
in
you're
the
watching
movie, too much noise,
Yeah.
and it's just like you just want to reach in, grab it, put it in your mouth. You don't want to do
Yep.
too much. It's pitch black in there. It's like you're not, whatever. Give me
Yeah.
your honorable mention.
I'd say like chocolate covered pretzels, probably. Those like Hershey chocolate covered pretzels.
I wasn't
Big
expecting that, but
chocolate-covered
those are
pretzel
good.
guy.
Those are
A little
actually
sweet
good.
and salty. All right, you got anything else for us?
No, but I gotta. We were talking. This is very big. I am obsessed with Dairy Queen blizzards.
Yeah. Undefeated.
Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a bad blizzard? Like, have you ever been to Dairy Queen and legitimately walked out and been like, "That's a bad blizzard that I just had"?
The only time I've gone to Dairy Queen and been disappointed is when I got anything else besides ice cream. So, no.
You can never the blizzard. I swear to God, Joe. I asked everyone I saw last night. I went around. Not one person has ever had a bad experience at Dairy Queen.
Nope.
Ice cream wise. And here's the thing. Even someone said it. You could get the complete wrong blizzard. You're still hitting. It's a
it's still
blizzard.
good.
It's a damn
It's a
blizzard.
blizzard.
Doesn't matter what it is. And I know I'm a scumbag for saying this, but they need to just have all flavors. They need to have Snickers, Kit Kat, because they have the Snickers back this month. Oh my God! By the
I've
way,
not seen the month of the month.
oh, they have like this Oreo dirt pie blizzard. Oh my God, they got Oreo, they got gummy worms in it. It's pretty unbelievable. No, they've been hitting real good over at Dairy Queen. So I was gonna ask you, Joseph, what is your go-to Dairy Queen order? Top 3 blizzards next week. I'm saying it right now. We're doing top 3 Dairy Queen blizzards next week. I'm saying it right now on the podcast. People be ready for it.
I think I would just go with whatever the month flavor of the month is if it looks good.
Oh my God, you're so boring, dude. You don't have like a. How do you not have a go-to
to mix
blizzard
it
at
up.
Dairy Queen? You don't have a go-to blizzard. You don't have a blizzard that you've been getting since you were like 10 years old.
Well, I didn't have Dairy Queen until I was in 8th grade because we didn't have it in. It's no Dairy Queen. Not many Dairy Queens in Texas or Colorado.
Didn't have Dairy Queen until you were in 8th grade.
I don't think I had Dairy Queen until I was in 8th grade.
All right, folks, that will be the podcast.
And that's how we end it.
We appreciate you all for listening. Joseph has a lot to think about. He's going to take some time to himself for a week or two. That was probably the worst news I've heard since we started the podcast. I am in awe. I hope you all are in awe, whoever's listening, because that is a statement that you can get arrested for. True statement.
It's a sad life.
So everyone record that, so we can put it on court when Joseph is on trial, because that is absolutely absurd. I can't believe oh my God. All right. So that is the podcast, folks. We're going to move.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Oh my God. Joseph, end the podcast. I can't do this right now.
Peace.